Hello everybody, SlimKirby here, and welcome to what will be the final extra of Super Paper Mario. This extra, we're going to be taking on the Flopside Pit of 100 Trials. Now, you guys have probably been asking this for like the last few videos now. Why is my score so high? Well, let's just say that this is not the first time I've done the Flopside Pit of 100 Trials, because this particular pit you actually have to do twice, and I figured I'd save you guys the long number of videos of me doing the pit twice. So I did the first time on my own, not recorded, and then I'll show basically me going through the second time when I can actually complete everything. And I didn't get any of the rewards either, so any rewards you get here you will actually be able to get again, so that's what I'm going to be doing. And I guess before I go down here, I show you guys what actually happens when you reach the 100th floor the first time. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Okay, and with that, I think we're finally ready to take on the Flopside Pit of 100 Trials, probably the hardest challenge of the entire game. So let's go ahead and do this. But yeah, that's why I am so high leveled, because I've done this all before. So I got a lot of points through my first go of this challenge. So you've probably noticed right off the bat, all of the enemies are dark shadows. They're not actually enemies. That's pretty much the gimmick of the Flopside Pit of 100 Trials. These are dark enemies. Dark enemies, they have more HP, they have more attack power, they hurt you more if you get hit by them, like I stupidly am. And, oh my god, why am I getting hit so much already? This is the second floor against Koopas and Goombas, my god. Now again, it's the commentary. Doing commentary definitely does add a extra challenge to a little event like this, I guess you could say. So yeah, we have to deal with dark enemies. They're not too bad overall. I mean, it's still pretty manageable. Especially if you're at a high level like myself, you can take these guys out pretty easily. And because I've been doing all the card grinding off camera as well, because I've been doing all that card grinding, I actually have pretty much every dark enemy card already, so these guys will go down very, very quickly. So this will make this even easier, honestly. And with Bowser, like, forget about it. Like, these guys are dead. That's all I have to say. Everyone is freaking dead. But that's not to say that you can, like, take this lightly either, because sometimes, just with the layout of some of these rooms, you can get screwed very, very easily. In fact, during my first run, I actually had to do it again because I got into a floor layout that I couldn't really recover from. The enemies surrounded me, they kept bodying me, and I died. On the 99th floor! I'm not joking when I said that. When I say that, I'll even verify that that floor actually has like a whole bunch of Koopa trolls and Hammer Bro enemies. There was just a lot of stuff going on. Then I entered the floor with Bowser, who's, you know, Bowser is powerful, but he has a really hard time moving through these areas because of how narrow the passages are and stuff like that. And it just got to a point where like I couldn't switch characters. I kept getting bodied by everything, and I just lost all my health really, really quickly. And ran out of life shrooms, ran out of any items I had. It was a painful defeat, let's just say that. Especially since I pretty much spent like 2 hours doing that. I think it was actually even during when my good friend OdinSpec33 was doing a Name That Tune stream as well. I was actually playing this while that was going on. I ended up getting 3rd place in the trivia event, so I did pretty well, despite the fact I was playing this. But yeah, like, I was even doing that just so I didn't have to worry about, like, using my spare time to beat this whole thing. But even that was not really a good idea. It probably distracted me more than it should have, and I paid the ultimate price for that, to say the least. But I'll definitely talk about some strategies you can use as you're going through this. Heck, during the second attempt of my first run through, I actually implemented some strategies that some of you guys gave me for this, and honestly, they worked really, really well, and I was surprised with how well some of the strategies worked. I'm actually going to go ahead and use this. Long-lasting shroom shakes are actually really, really good for this. I'm probably using it a bit too early, but, you know, considering I have full items right now, I figure why not, honestly. I guess I'll show off the items I brought, by the way. Yeah, I brought basically all my best items, all of the highest healing items. I brought the emergency rations. Did I bring both of them? No, I only brought one of them. That's weird. But yeah, emergency rations, even though they only say 10 HP, if you use them in the Pit of 100 Trials, they'll actually give you more HP, so they're definitely better used in the pit than they are out of the pit, so that's why I brought those. And I also brought the Trial Stews. I don't really foresee myself using that. I kind of want to test something, though, when I get close to a level up, and if I'm on, like, a very easy floor. I want to see what exactly that'll do. Because theoretically, I could use that to get, like, a lot of points in getting ready for my next level up. And then once I do level up, I'll get, like, the free health restore, too, so that's kind of what I'm thinking, anyway. If that'll actually work, I don't know. Like I've said before, I'm not really a big item user. The only time I use items are for, like, cooking, because I have fun doing cooking in this game for some reason, and for challenges like this. And by that point, like, it's because I did all that cooking that I have really good items that I should theoretically be able to get through here with no major issue. So that's kind of my way of thinking, anyway. Yeah, the long-lasting shroom shake has already met its full use, so I'm not going to be getting anything else from that, unfortunately. But you know, it is what it is. It's still a very good item. Definitely one, like, I wouldn't consider bringing them into the pit, but because you can find them a lot from enemy drops, definitely hold on to them. If, like, you ever need, like, health or something, definitely use them. You'd be surprised what a quick refill of health could accomplish in this pit, honestly. But yeah, in my opinion, once you see the door, go to the door. Like, don't even try to mess with the enemies if you don't have to. Like, right here, I have to switch to Boomer, unfortunately, because I can't use the fire to destroy those guys. Actually, I think I could use... Yeah, I can use Carry. I don't know why I thought you couldn't. So yeah, my strategy right now is just to kind of use all these items. Because why not? Let me actually try that really quick. I think I can use Carry for this, but, like, I don't know, I guess they'll break on each other. Well, that guy won't. And I don't think fire will kill this guy. No? Okay. So yeah, I do have to use Boomer to destroy some of them at least. Didn't have to destroy that one. And Boomer also just kind of helps, like, in situations like these. If, like, there's a wall surrounding you and the enemy, you can blow enemies through the wall. Of course, we'll have to actually get that now. Another strategy, using Mario. Mario's flip to 3D can be very helpful. And I think in this pit, the enemies do actually fall to the floor. I think in the other Pit of 100 Trials, that didn't happen. They'd actually stay on whatever... Oh, no, I guess they're not staying... They are staying up there. Then I guess it's just some enemies fall to the floor and others don't. That has to be it. I honestly don't know the actual trend. I guess it makes sense that they don't fall to the floor, because I feel like that'd be really cheap. But I for some reason remember using that as a strategy, though, so... Maybe just misremembering. So yeah, let's go ahead and start grabbing these rewards. First card we get is the Dashel card, because they forgot to put Dashel's card in the overworld, and we got all the other pixel cards through the pits, so they had to give him a card. So they're like, let's just stick it at the start of the Flopside trial. That should be decent enough. But if you remember the reward we got from the Sammer Kingdom, we got the 1,000-Year Door partner cards. So with that, you can theoretically probably figure out what the rewards are going to be from here on out. We've already got all the Super Paper Mario cards. We've already got all the 1,000-Year Door cards. Yep. I'm not going to say it because you guys should probably know it by this point. But I'll still keep it in suspense if you guys really, really can't think about it for some reason. Okay. But yeah, once you get the key, definitely consider just going to the door. Like, seriously. It'll save a lot of time, especially in rooms with really dangerous enemies. Which, I'll point out the most dangerous enemies when we get to those floors. Certain enemies, though, like, certain enemies just, like, really, really wreck me in this pit. Shoot. Okay, that was good enough. I wasn't sure if that was good enough, but it was. Guessing you guys have the card, one of you. Well, one of you has a Koopa Leaf. I'll take that. I'll use that really quick. And I want to say, like, defensive effects and attack effects, I think they carry on to the next floor if you use them in the room before. Because, I mean, it works for the long-lasting shroom. Yeah, okay, it works here, too. Okay, they definitely carry on, which is good. Oh. Wow, I got the one below me. I didn't get the one on top that I was technically aiming for. That's definitely something. Figured that would happen. Boom. No key. Boom. Another courage shell. I'm getting really, really lucky with items. And I'm definitely going to carry one of my attack items to one of the final floors, because there is kind of a funny trick I want to show off that I actually learned from watching a speedrun, 100% speedrun of Super Paper Mario, which is something I definitely did at one point during like the past month. I forgot the name of the person who did it, but he's like the only one who's done a full 100% Let's Play, or 100% speedrun of this game. And it was insane. It was about like 14 hours, which honestly is a lot less than I thought. But I mean, it's still a very long run. Don't get me wrong. It's a very, very long speedrun. Ugh! Oh man, that was close. These guys aren't too bad. They could pose a little bit of a problem, because these are guys that can actually flip to 3D when you do. But that's really their only threats. They have pretty predictable movements, so you can kind of catch them off guard if you're smart. They're also 1,000 points too, so you can use that to get some points as well. Okay, room 16. Obviously, don't be stupid and attack the Cursias. Also, the back Cursias, the Cursias that send you to, like, out of the area, they're not in either pit. I want to say I questioned if they would actually be in one of these pits in, like, the Flopside Pit of 100 Trials video, but, I don't think they appear. I think the speedrunner I was watching actually made that clear, too. It's like, they're not in the pit, you don't have to worry about that shenaniganry, which is honestly a good thing. Because, honestly, that would suck if, like... What if you, like, went to the last floor of the pit, and then, like, you only had to fight those back Cursias? Like, they were just all over the place. Like, you could barely move without potentially hitting one. That would suck. That would suck big time. You also get a lot of coins for this. Usually I find whenever I do this, I come out with 99 coins. So, if you need to save up for some catch cards, probably a little less grinding you have to do if you go through this first. Okay, one of these guys probably has the key. Nope. Oh, I have the key. I do that a lot. Like, I sometimes forget that I have the key already. So I might spend, like, a little bit of extra time on some floors. Okay. Ooh. Ooh, nice explosion. It would honestly be cool if you could, like, chain explode and get, like, higher points for more enemy kills in one explosion. But I can also see why they don't do that, because that would be, like, a really cheap way to get points for sure. So I'm actually almost at my first level up. Again, I'm going to wait till I'm actually kind of close to it, though, before I try to use one of my trial stews. I really want to see what that does, or how exactly that works, or how that would work in a scenario like this. Hopefully I don't get screwed over because I use that. If I do, I'll probably just, like, use one of my healing items, which I don't really like, but, it'll be a while before we're in, like, grave danger, and I think we'll have plenty of level ups before then, so I don't think we have too much to worry about. Damn it. I have the key! Why am I doing that? Ugh. Guess I was just trying to get some extra points, I guess. Apparently. Okay, so let's get our first Paper Mario card. We have Goombario, the legendary Goomba, the first partner of Paper Mario series. I still remember when we recruited him in Goomba Village. It was a good time. Goombario was honestly a pretty good partner. Also, Pokies. Pokies could be really dangerous, but I feel like they get broken easily in the pit because of how they move. I also missed that fresh veggie, but whatever. That's okay. But yeah, because of the way they move, you find out that they lose all their body parts pretty quickly. And because of that, they're not really much of a threat. So if they're low, like, stick to the high path and wait till they get rid of their bodies before you go down there. Because the last thing you want to do is get poisoned by their bullcrap. If they do get you poisoned, usually they'll drop like a dried shroom or something, which you can use to heal. And you definitely should use that to heal. So, yeah. Don't panic too much if you do get hit by them, is basically what I'm saying. Okay, so I'm actually about to level up. I can actually use the points from these guys to level up. So, let's use the Trial Stew. That just puts me back to full health, so there you go. And attack power went up by 1. Not that it really matters here, though, because, again, I'm doing so much damage to these guys. Where's the exit, by the way? Okay, so that's cool. The trial stew works like I thought it would, which is nice. I basically got a free, like, 7,000 points. Ah, screw it. I'm full health, may as well not risk trying to get cute with how I fight certain enemies. Okay. Also, the background is about to change very soon. Keep that in mind. Also, those are those guys. The long, stretching guys. I actually found out that the stretchy guys, their names are Longators and Longodiles. So they're based off like alligators and crocodiles, apparently. Kind of random, but that's what their names are based off of. The ones in here are obviously called Dark Longators because Dark Pit of 100 Trials, basically. Okay, here's another enemy that's kind of annoying to deal with in the pit. Rough Puffs. They're mainly annoying because they actually take a lot of damage. I'm fortunate that I actually can kill them all in one shot. But basically, whenever they see you, they'll fire straight at you. And you essentially just want to let them fire at you and then dodge their shot. They can be annoying to fight, though. I wouldn't say they're the worst enemy by far, but like they can cause problems if you're not prepared for them. Kind of hoping one of these guys has the key, so I don't have to worry about those ones at the top. Thank you. Moon Cleft, Dark Moon Cleft, probably just Dark Cleft. Okay, Pink Boo, or Dark Boos, as they're called, actually, aren't too bad. They'll just be spawning a lot. And in this case, I'm just going to go straight for the door, because why not? But yeah, the enemies are actually called Dark Boos, which I find funny. Wow. Wow, that actually worked out. Surprisingly. Yes, got him. Okay, I can't do that. Gah! Can I duck? Oh, I can probably duck right here. Okay, that should open up the door. And also, yeah, we have a new background now. We have the Cragnon background with all the Floro Sapiens. Okay, we're good. And a little drawing of King Crocus in the background, too. I think you can probably see the Cragnons if you flip and... Oh, come! Luck! You got lucky you were right there, you stupid frickin' Spania, Dark Spania. But again, right here, he's at the wall, so just blow him up from the other side. But yeah, those enemies, for example, those enemies will follow you into 3D, so be careful. I'm gonna just grab this key and then move to the exit, because the exit is perfectly in my reach right here. Okay, Dark Boos again. I feel like Dark Boos are better if you just stand still. Like, stay where you are. Don't even bother with trying to make too many movements around. You can actually get some really good point combos with them, too. Okay, card number 3. Hailing from Koopa Village, we have our good friend Kooper. He has a blue shell, which is definitely the best shell to get if you're playing Super Mario World. And pretty helpful ground-based partner. Not as useful when you have flying enemies, but still, from the ground, he's pretty good at what he does. Okay, I know the key appeared there. But I also know there's a slurp up there as well. Boom! Also, using Mario is actually pretty good. I know I use Bowser a lot, and, like, Bowser and Carry, it does work. It's a combination that does work well. But you have to really get used to the fact that you'll be getting hit a lot because of the narrow corridors. So I'm trying to use Mario a little more in this run through. Plus, again, the flipping to 3D is very helpful. You don't want to discount that at all. And boom! Ugh! There we go. So far this has been a pretty clean run. Haven't run into anything major yet. Although we still have a ways to go for sure. You know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to get rid of you. Use this to recover just briefly. I wouldn't say Thunder Rage is really that useful in this game. I feel like the items that are useful are the ones that hit enemies multiple times, as opposed to the Thunder Rage, which I think just hits once. Because I don't think it takes ally strength into the equation when using items. I think it just takes the item's normal power into consideration. Which is not really that helpful in some floors. Okay, so here we have a Pokey. I kind of talked about Pokeys earlier. Pokeys can be a threat. But if you can get them to waste away their body segments, you'll be fine. The Dark Choppas, which are these enemies, they're not too bad. They can be kind of annoying with their movements. I feel like they kind of, like... when you're, like, in a straight line with one, like, if one's, like, right directly next to you, they'll, like, charge right at you, which can be kind of scary. But still, if you keep that in mind, you can also adjust yourself to take them down pretty easily, too. Okay. These guys, the boomboxers. I had so much trouble with these guys. These guys are a pain. So one tip I would recommend, remember that whenever you use Boomer, you will knock them unconscious for a small bit. That's the best thing to do because these guys can be a handful. And they hit really hard too. Honestly, like, during my first run, the run that actually went through, all the way through the end, these guys probably gave me, like, the most damage output. Like, right there, like, I wasn't expecting, like, a second blast. That second blast came out of nowhere. So, yeah, those guys suck. You don't think they would, because boomboxers are... they're very early enemies. They show up near the beginning of the game. So you're used to what they do, but in, like, this area where there's, like, again, a lot of tight spaces and corridors, it's just really, really annoying. These guys are fun because you can farm, like, a lot of points off of them. I think this guy up here probably has the key. Ugh. No, he doesn't. Okay. Then there's probably, like, a squiglet that has the key or something. Yep. It was exactly a squiglet, too. For some reason, I knew that. I think, in some cases, the key bearers will change. Like, they're not always going to be in the same enemies. But in most cases, you'll find that they are in, like, a specific enemy. Okay. I'm just going to fall down here and just go straight through the door. Not even going to deal with this crap. And also just, again, pay attention to, like, how many points you have to your next level up as well. that way you kind of have a goal in mind. So it's like if you're like low health or something, you can just use that to your information and be like, okay, I'm gonna level up at this point. So maybe I can try not to use healing items and just play carefully for a bit. Or if you're like, okay, I'm too far from level up, maybe I should use a healing item. Strategies like that can, I think, really save you in this place. Like, hardcore save you. These guys having fun. Doing their, what are those things called again? I can't think of what they're called. And I don't have Tippy or Tiptron to figure it out. I have talked about Tiptron, right? Yeah, I have. It's such a disorganized mess with all the extra videos I have to do because there's like just a huge section where I just did so many different things and it's like so out of order and probably really confusing, but again, doing all of this in a organized fashion, not necessarily the fastest way to do things. And at that point, you like might as well do other things while you're in the process of doing some things to save you more time later, if that makes sense. So yeah, I used the Peachy Peach right there. Again, even little health items like that only heal like a single-digit number of health can be really helpful. Like, more helpful than you'd ever think.